Hi everyone, Swiki here for another CSR2 video for you guys today. In this one, we'll be talking about keys. Basically, how to save up, basically what they're used for, and when you should spend them, and how to get a lot of keys. Now, disclaimer, just like my money making video, you won't get tons and tons of keys overnight. This is not something that's instantaneous, and it will take time, just like everything in this game. So without further ado, let's dive right into it, shall we? And hit to rare imports and see my keys. Now, as you can see, I have over 100,000 bronze keys, 6,000 silver keys, and 590 gold keys. Now, here's a disclaimer. I buy gold keys from time to time, including just before this video started, so take that how you will. But just because I buy gold keys doesn't mean you need to. So, starting off with bronze keys, they are used for getting parts from cars. For example, let me hit to Hypercar Sanctum Evo. As you can see, the far left crate is free, but other than that, it's going to cost 700 bronze keys to open. And these should only be open if the event requires you to max out a car, or if you want to max out a car and have the bronze keys to do so. You should never ever open this kind of bronze crate, as you can see right here, because the parts are completely random. You never know what you're going to get, and it's a waste unless you have the race pass task to open some bronze crates. Other than that, there is no reason whatsoever to open the standard bronze crate. So you can see what I was talking about. This bronze crate, that's 700 bronze keys. You open these if you want parts for your car. Most of the time, you're going after stage 6s. I understand I just got one while recording this, but that's a very rare occurrence. So don't count on you getting stage 6s randomly here and there. Most often, you're going to have to open all 7 crates in order to get your stage 6 part. So you multiply that by 7, so 700 times 7 is more or less 4900. Round it up to 5,000 times 7, you're looking at about 35,000 bronze keys, worst case, to fully upgrade a tier 5 car, assuming it's gold stars, because if it's purple stars, you're going to have to open paid crates. And these can also apply to this crate over here, which I would personally not really recommend, because these are a bit more costly to open than the other one, from my knowledge, and you don't get as many fusion parts for what you're paying. So I'd stay away from these unless the car you want to upgrade is not in events, which I don't understand why you want to upgrade a car that's not being used in events, but to each their own. I'm not going to control you when it comes to how you upgrade your car, but my advice is stay away from these crates and only open the ones that you get in events, because you get one free crate a day, and with that free crate you can more often than not get at least one free stage 6 part over the course of the event, assuming the event spans a week, which usually it does. Even for a showdown it will. So that's how you use bronze keys for parts for a car that you want to upgrade, assuming it's a gold star. Because purple stars, as I brought up, those crates are paid unless in certain events which do allow you to pay for purple star crates using bronze keys, which is quite rare these days, but it does happen. So bronze keys out of the way, let's look at silver keys. Now, silver keys are used mainly for the Prestige Cup car, and in this season, as you can see on screen, it's the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster. Now, when should you open silver crates? It's only when there is a drop rate, like on screen, as you can see right now. I used to have over 10,000 silver keys, but some really good live racers came in silver crates, namely the Hennessy Venom F5 Roadster, and I opened a ton to get that one, so that's why I don't have as many as I used to. But nevertheless, you should only open a silver crate when there is a car, a drop rate car, like the Prestige Cup card that's shown on screen. Else, you're basically wasting silver keys. You're going to get nothing but junk, and you're going to kick yourself at the end of the day if you open a silver crate without any drop rate. So that's that. There's not much to say other than some silver crate drop rates can be very good life racers. Like as I brought up, the Hennessy Venom F5. That's why I opened about more than 40 silver crates. You get a ton of them to keep and strip. But besides that, I won't recommend, like this season's Aventador SVJ. I would not really recommend opening many if you're a beginner player. I would say skip this season because this car is mainly all looks. It's only being used in the Prestige Cup, and it's only why I got it because I participate in the Prestige Cup. Other than that, you should skip the season because it's not a very good life racer. It won't do you any good outside of the Prestige Cup, so it's a skip. So that's how you use silver keys. And moving on to gold keys. Gold keys are undoubtedly the hardest to get of all of them because, first of all, you get 4 of it per month, assuming you're logging in every day and claiming your daily bonus for 28 days straight. You will get 4 gold keys. Other than that, the other way to ensure that you're always getting gold keys is by joining a crew that hits at least 35 million RP a season. The reason I say that is because 35 million is when you get 2 gold keys and you get one down here at 14 million. But that's not as important because most crews can cross 20 million no problem. But 35 million is a bit of a stretch, and it's where the 2 gold keys lie. So in total, you will get 5 gold keys from your crew rewards, in addition to bronzes and silvers. But gold keys are the main attraction, so keep that in mind. You will get you will get bronze and silvers, but not as much. And I will talk about how you get bronze and silvers right now, because it comes in the form of live racing, and you have to participate in live racing every single day if you want to make sure you're always at the top of your key game. You will get 20, 30, and 100, so 150 bronze keys for the first 8 races, and if you finish all 15, you will get 10 silver keys. And you might be thinking to yourself, 10 silver keys, it's not too much. It takes 50 to open a crate. Unfortunately, yes, this is true, but this is where CSR2 really tests you. This is a resource-intensive game. It trains you on how you manage your keys, because if you have a very itchy finger and you love to spend those keys as soon as you get them, you're not going to get far in this game. That's what I can tell you. You will not get far in CSR2 if what you're doing is opening a crate the moment you have enough keys. Because that's how I was when I started off playing CSR2, and I didn't get very far. It was only until I took a step back, I saw the bigger picture, and I really understood what keys should be used when, and to basically min-max all my resources, including money, which I have already covered in a previous video, so I will not be covering it today. But when it comes to spending gold keys, you may be tempted, because very often you will see those gold crates that pop up saying 10 gold keys, there's 20 times chance to get the car you want, and you may be very tempted, like thinking, oh, 20 times, that's basically guaranteed. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's just not the case. By 20 times, it's just a metric to say that, yes, this car is going to drop more often. It's not a metric to say, oh, this car is guaranteed to come out of the crate, because more often than not, and this even applies to me now when I do open gold crates because I need the car, I will get nothing but junk. I will get 3-star cars for the first 7 tries and basically have to depend on opening all 7 to get the loyalty reward, which unfortunately is the case most of the time. I did get very lucky back in the day where I got both gold crate cars out of them with just 30 gold keys, but that's almost unlikely to happen these days, because these days Natural Motion just wants to squeeze out as much money as they can. So as a result, you're not going to get very far if you keep opening crates willy-nilly. It's just how it is. And this brings me back to silver keys as well, because when you're looking at silver keys, you might be tempted to open the crate as well if you think there's 10 times greater drop rate. Unfortunately, again, it comes all down to luck. At the end of the day, you don't know what you're going to get. You basically have to depend on opening all crates in a worst case scenario. And of course, I don't always anticipate a worst case scenario, but I always have the keys to cover myself in case that worst case scenario comes to life, because it does happen very often. And the one I can remember the most well was the BMW ASC8, ACS8, whatever that one's called. What happened was that I had to open all 15 crates just to get the Prestige Cup car, which again, it wasn't even a very good car, but I participate in the Prestige Cup, so of course I had to open all crates to get that stupid car. So you see where I'm coming from when it comes to this. You have to have enough keys to reach the loyalty reward, which in most cases is 15 for silver crates and 7 for gold crates, unless they bring that 20 key gold crate back, which I haven't seen in a while. So that's that. So I'm not going to continue repeating myself, because that'll make for quite a boring video. But CSR2, basically, I just wanted to say that it trains you on how you manage resources. If you're being very rash when it comes to your spending, like I brought up earlier on, you will not get very far in this game. And the one I can remember most well was, again, in my early days of CSR2. I barely had any money. I would just upgrade the Prestige Cup car over and over and over again, and basically have no money. And I was very, very bad at saving up my keys, because every time I had 10 gold keys, I would just open a crate thinking, yep, it's guaranteed, which I just brought up. That's not guaranteed, and more likely than not, you just end up with a really, really lousy 3-star car, which more often than not is like a McLaren 570S, 650S, Lamborghini Aventador, Lamborghini Huracan, or what's it called? The Ferrari 488 Spider, which is a really, really lousy car, which shouldn't be upgraded at all, no matter what. So I basically have grown to understand how the game works, because if you take a step back and you look at the big picture, you will see that CSR2 is all about saving. Because just like I would even say car credits to a certain degree, it all requires patience. Patience, patience, patience. And I know I'm repeating myself a lot when it comes to being patient in the game, but that's how it is when it comes to CSR2. Again, you won't get far if you constantly spend, but you will get rewarded, and the fruits of your labor will show the more you save up and don't spend. Because I know it seems a bit counterintuitive, like the moment you get your keys, you want to spend, but you need to keep this in mind. This game is made to make money, and it wouldn't be making money if people weren't buying keys. And people do buy keys because a lot of people end up in that situation where they're just 1 or 2 pulls off from royalty and they haven't gotten the card, because I'm pretty sure out there right now there's some player with 700 silver keys. He opens all of the Prestige Cup cards pulls. He got 14 pulls and he's left with nothing and no Prestige Cup cards. So obviously he's forced to buy them if he wants to get it. So more often than not, people just revert throwing a few dollars at a game to get what they want. And of course, there is one last way to get keys, which is not guaranteed, which I would just bring it up right now at the end, is the daily battle. Now, more often than not, you're just going to get something useless like cash or a fusion part for a car that you're never going to use. But from time to time, just do your daily battles, please, because you will luck out eventually and you will get 10 silver keys. And I've gotten 10 silver keys quite a lot out of daily battles, and I'm not saying it happens every single time. It just happened. I didn't pre-record this. I am recording this live as I'm speaking. As you can see, I lucked out and I got 10 silver keys. And that's why you should do your daily battles, because you will luck out eventually. Yes, it does take time, but yes, you will get 10 silver keys. And when you get the 10 silver keys, it's a really good feeling, trust me, because it really helps with your progression when it comes to saving up keys, because every 10 matters. Because to do your live races daily, it does take time, about 8 minutes from the footage if you're watching, because I'm recording this as I'm playing the game, so that's quite time consuming. And to do it twice in a day, it can get a bit annoying. So yeah, it can get quite annoying. And the other way, of course, is to do your which I forgot, which I'm only bringing it now. I understand, I'm sorry, but I just forgot. Every Saturday, your trials are always going to be keys. Every single Saturday. The first one will be a restriction trial, which means you have to take off a part from your car, like engine, turbo, or intake or something, to participate. That's one of the trials. And the next one will be a restriction trial, which limits your PP. So you have to fit parts to conform to how much is a PP restriction. For mine, it's a tier 4 trial, so it's about 615-ish to participate. And for my restriction trial, it's tier 2. So basically, I have tier 2 cars ready to go with the parts taken out, just ready for those Saturdays. And another way I just thought of as I was making this video, because I don't script these, I list them at the top of my head. As soon as they come up, I talk about them. This is tournaments, and tournaments are quite a new addition to CSR2, where if you get last place, because no matter what, you will get some kind of key reward. If you get last place, you will get bronze keys, about 400, which is not very much in my perspective, because you burn through those really, really quick, but 400 is better than nothing. If you get second place, like my crew did this season, you will get 200 silver keys, which is quite a bit, because you can open 4 crates of that. But if you get first place, you get 6 gold keys, which is quite a lot. That's about a month's worth of saving just by winning that tournament. But tournaments aren't for everybody. You will need the cars that are eligible for it. You will need the cars to be done with that veteran challenge if you really truly want to maximize your chances of winning. And you need to be in a good crew that knows what they're doing, is organized, and basically has also a lot of different cars for whatever the tournament might require. So that's the last way I can think of when it comes to making keys. So to recap, bronze keys are used for parts, stage 6 parts and fusion parts, but mostly stage 6s. Silver keys are often used in the Prestige Cup for getting the Prestige Cup car, and gold keys are used in most events for getting eligible lock-ins, such as I'll say the current one would be that stupid, what's it called? Like this one, the SSC, but that's a recycled event, so it's not a new event, it's just a recycled event that's just ongoing at the time I'm making this video. So that wraps it up. Before I end off the video, I'm just going to cover how you make the gold keys real quick, so if you like, you can just sum it all up this way. For bronze and silver keys, just do your live races every day. You'll get 300 bronze keys and 20 silver keys if you can do 2 sets of live races in a day. Or one, you will just get 150 bronze keys and 10 silver keys. And do your daily battles, because you may never know when you get bronze and silver keys from those. It's not much, but it does help when it comes to saving up your keys. And of course, don't forget to just play the game and join a really good crew. I'm not advocating for any crew in particular, not even mine, but I'm just saying that if you really truly want those keys, join a good crew that can get a lot of those rewards, and you will thank yourself for doing so sooner or later. I'm not saying join a good crew as a new player, because you won't be able to help out the crew too much, and you basically end up being piggybacked to the end. But if you're a competent player, yes, by all means, join a good crew that can hit at least 35 million RP per season, because the two gold keys are at that threshold. And basically that's about it. So if you have any comments, anything you want to add, do leave it down in the comments. And this has been Sweekit. I'll see you all in the next video. Take very good care of yourself, and thanks so much for watching.